good morning. Good morning, good morning. Excuse me. Oh my goodness. It's a morning. So we'll see if more people join us this morning because I posted at 5:30 this morning. I was going live at 6:30. I'm going to try to do that more frequently. My hope is that with knowing how I wake up and kind of how my morning schedule is, I'm hoping that more people will join. It is early, um, so my name is Red Moon Eagle, and this is Daily Devotional. It is Thursday, November 30th at 6:30 in the morning, Mountain Standard Time, and we are in the tide of preparation from the fall equinox to the winter solstice. I would appreciate if you have a moment to hit the subscribe and the bell icon, and the bell icon should go off when I have posted that I'm going to go live. It should tell you what time, unless I'm just going live right then. So, yeah, and we'll give it a second for more people to join. When you join, why don't you go ahead and say hello in the comments? You don't have to, but it's nice to have that interaction. I'm going to start with the Celtic Devotional, and then I'll get to the cards in a minute. This Celtic Devotional book is by Kathleen Matthews. I have had this book since '96. I love this book. As far as I know, it hasn't been reprinted. It was printed in '96. So if you find another copy, it's probably an original copy. It's a wonderful book. It is probably the one and only book that I recommend 100% of the time for everybody because it is beautifully written. The devotions are just absolutely amazing in here. They're just beautiful. There's morning and evening. It's just amazing. I'm just going to read. I'm going to read the evenings ones. I think I'm on an evening kilt this week. As winter closes about our ears and the wind blows chill, I call upon my soul's teacher to show me the progress of this day. In the depths of doubt and uncertainty, may we always be shown the next step on the road. Teller of tales, you have sung the story of the universe as one great web of wonder. In wondering silence, I now enter the heart of our story. I give thanks for the privilege of being part of the unfolding tale. Please help me read the radiant revelation of your wintry mystery in the dark heavens. I recall the lost opportunities of this year which I have failed to grasp. Keeper of the thresholds, I thank you for your trust in me, and ask for your hands in the gift of timelessness and confidence to step across the doorsill of fresh opportunity. Holy ones of all ages, comfort those who are without comfort this night. Give ease to troubled hearts, restore hope to those who are hopeless, and give them the lasting blessings of peace. As winter deepens and daylight lessens, I call upon the spinner of the seasons to bring the illumination of Samhain's gift to all souls. May the icy winds of bright snows of winter bring peace and space and clarity to all those who are heavy burdened. I give thanks for the wise qualities of the evergreen trees that have stood by me this day. May you show me how my own heart can be evergreen and growing in the winter doubt and darkness. Isn't that beautiful? I love that. Oh, well, hello, Dominica. It's wonderful to have you. I don't know who else has joined us, but if you have joined us, just say hello, wave a little bit. I'm going to start through the cards now. So my name is Red Moon Eagle. This is Daily Devotional, and I post Monday through Friday, and we're going to dive in and talk about today's cards. So I drew the shark. It's the first time I've drawn the shark out of this deck. So it's the shark. Directness, exposure, revealing true nature and desire. The shark is only dangerous when we don't acknowledge it. This card indicates that something big needs to be exposed. It's lurking in the depths and creating tension. Shark energy takes over us when we are hesitant to be honest, to be totally ourselves, or to say what we really want. It may be tempting to continue pretending nothing is wrong, but when shark energy is at play, we feel its presence encircling us. When in balance, shark is intriguing, captivating, mysterious. When out of balance, sneaky, destructive. To bring into balance, honesty. Very nice. I'm glad you're here too, Dominica. I'm glad you're here too. So shark energy is our wild unknown spirit guidebook animal card for the day. Okay. And I drew from the Medicine Heart Oracle this morning. And this one is Materia, Medica. Materia, Medica. Isn't that a beautiful card? I just love this card. You have the innate spiritual capacity to heal yourself, tame wild forces, and generate light. Your heart can naturally attract all that you need to heal and accomplish in your life's purpose. Positive manifestations can unfold rapidly in your life, like a fast-growing bamboo. The red hibiscus of the divine feminine symbolizes the flow of positive energies towards you and repelling negativity. Rest your inner gaze within your heart, and you will align yourself with the positive turnaround of events that will generate sweetness in your life and the spiritual benefit of all beings. Materia Medica is Latin for medicinal substances. Mater is Latin for mother. Materia Medica means medicine mother. She provides herbal remedies and sacred objects for sacred power. Animal spirit guides and ley lines that distribute global energies to connect and revitalize sacred power places all around the planet. Co-create divine destinies to benefit all beings. The term medicine bundle includes objects of healing. Sacred bundles from other traditions or from traditions include Native American, Old Norse Satyr practice containing sacred tools for shamanic divination and healing. Catholic devotees wear protection amulets, and the Tibetan Gao or shrine box features repose metalwork in a window with a particular deity featured, and space in the box containing sacred objects that have been blessed. The bundling of sacred objects into any form becomes a movable altar of sorts, with healing and protection power, personalized to the practitioner and the purpose of the bundle. To bundle the matter materia, back to this card, is to gather to you with intention that which nourishes, protects, inspires, and supports you in claiming your innate connection to the sacredness of the realms of spirit, healing, grace, and protection. You can do this through the creation of an altar to empower the ready flow of goodness in your life, or simply by affirming sources of nourishment, inspiration, and beauty. This will allow you to focus more on that which sustains rather than depletes. The Medicine Mother has gifted you with a precious, unique body and life path for your soul to experience spiritual growth, awakening, and creative play. Now is a good time in some way to enact your connection with the sacred, whether you wish to create a sacred bundle or offer a prayer, a dance, a poem, or a meditation of acknowledgement. Are you coming, Astra? The oracle honors the spiritual intelligence within your soul and the karmic blessings inherent in simply having a human life. Are you going to make a decision? Yes, thank you. Astra has decided to join us. Yay. Very good. Good girl. Yes, you just said. Okay. So, in today's daily devotional, I think the thing we need to look at is we've got shark energy, which is Directness, exposure, revealing the true nature and desire. Shark energy is only dangerous if we don't acknowledge it. I love how it says shark energy takes over us when we are hesitant to be honest and totally ourselves or say what we really want. It may be tempting to continue to pretend nothing is wrong, but when shark energy is at play, we feel the presence encircling us. So I think it's a pretty powerful combo today. We've got shark, which is basically like you need to be your authentic you. You need to be yourself, bring that forward, honor with the things that you need. And then Materia, Medica, which is very much about the medicine bundle. It's very much about honoring your sacred altar, your body. So when I read these earlier today, I was reminded about the sacred bundle. So many, many years ago, my grandma and I created this little pouch. I still have it. It's in a box. The fabric is completely like falling apart. But she had me hand sew a little bundle, and we put some herbs in it. She had me go through her herbs. We put herbs in it. I think we didn't have an herb for one thing, and we put a capsule, like a little herbal capsule in there. And then we put, I know there's a rock in there because it came from her yard in Kansas. This is my grandmother, not my great grandmother. And so we put this bundle together, and I had it for a really long time, and I would wear it sometimes, and then at one point I found a little leather pouch, and I put that bundle in the pouch. And over the years, I have put it in a sacred place. It's in its own little box, and it's in a safe place, and it means so much to me. It reminds me of grandmother and I sitting in the kitchen and talking about food and herbs and talking about our connection to the earth and going outside and being on the back porch listening to a washing machine in the addition going clunk, 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 clunk. And I remember that. I remember that quite vividly. And one of the things that Materia Medica also brought up is the honoring of the physical body. You know, I talk a lot about taking care of your physical body as though it is your personal walking altar. You can lose your house in a fire. You can live in your car. I've lived in my car twice. You can not have a lot of things, right? I'm surrounded by things, but I cannot have a lot of things, and I will always have my body. I always have my mind. You can't take my mind or my body away from me. It just is. In this manifestation, in this world, that's something you can't take away from me. So I have to honor that. I have to honor those two things above all other things. Power of mind, taking care of my mind, nurturing myself in my mental health, in my self-care. And self-care includes taking care of my body. I used to get teased a lot when I was in high school and again in college and growing up. And when I had little kids, I was even more fervent about it, which is healthy food, real food, not giving my kids junk food, me not eating junk food. I was teased a lot for being a little bit of a granola, being a little bit of a hippie. And I'm very proud of that. I'm extremely proud of that perception that people had of me. It wasn't like I was a raging vegetarian. It wasn't like I walked around barefoot all the time. But I have always been very hyper aware that it's extraordinarily important to take care of my body and take care of my mind. And Medicine Bundle, when it came up, you know, there's the combination of the taking care of your personal altar, your body, but also using bundle medicine, bundling things or things that help support your journey energetically together. There are traditions, and I've done a lot of study on medicine bundles from around the world. I've been very blessed to talk with people who are bundle carriers, medicine carriers of their tribe or their family or for purpose. And that is a amazing responsibility for a group of people, for a community, to have someone carry a sacred bundle. And when you create a sacred bundle for yourself, that becomes your connection, your honoring of earth and your connection to earth. You feed the bundle, you honor the bundle, you do ceremony around the bundle. And um, every year, and it's random, I don't have the same time every year that I do it, I bring out the bundle that great grandmother and I created, that are my little pouch, and I honor her. I honor my ancestors. I honor the teachings that have come down to me and my family. And I then honor all of the women around the world who are medicine bundle carriers, because though my line has been broken, I honor that I am connected to women everywhere. I am connected to all medicine carriers everywhere, because we are all brothers and sisters in this journey together. None of us do this in isolation. And I come back to, that's why I do daily devotions. I do daily devotions because so much of our world is separate. We do things separate from each other. We're in isolation with what we do. And I don't want anyone to ever feel like they have to do it 100% alone. There's always someone that has energy out there that is medicine, that is healing for you, to help you, and to keep us all connected, because we are all connected. The illusion that we are all separate is just that. It's an illusion. And Shark also brings something forward. It brings the impetus, it brings the intention, it brings a sharpness into this draw about the need to take care of your body, the need to honor your sacred connection with your body and with your life and with your purpose and with your personal medicine. And your personal medicine could be anything. What is it that you bring forward in your life to the world? And if you want to make it less macro, less big, what is it that you bring into the world at a microcosm, with your family, with your community, with your friends, your relatives, maybe your school, maybe your work environment? Um, Shark wants you to be authentic, wants you to be real in your life, and make sure that you're honoring that. Honor your body, honor the medicine that you bring forward. Um, I think one of the things that I'm reminded of this week, especially because I'm going into a workshop this weekend. Um, by the way, any of those that want to, that are local, there is a Body of Nine beginners fundamental workshop on how to start activating all 9 energy centers in your body. If that's something you're interested in, go to bodyof9.com. Sorry, little plug there. But for me, going into this workshop is going into a space where I am in that place of my own journey where I am still practicing the steps, the how do you teach and how do you identify and how do you do this in a way that you honor the person you're with. I mean, that's not the problem. I don't have that problem. It's more of just being accurate. I want to be accurate for that other person. And so I know how to validate me. I know how to honor them. I know how to be in the space without ego, but I get kind of lost in the steps sometimes. And because it's body work, it's very important that I'm rested. It's very important that I'm fed. It's very important that my bowels are working right. It's very important that I'm hydrated. It's very important that I have all of my Materia Medica, Materia Medica. I have my mother medicine all ironed out, and it's extraordinarily important that I have shark energy very much up front. Like, what do I need to do today? Because the workshop starts tomorrow for me. And what do I need to do today to rest and make sure I have my food prep done? And I also have clients all day today, so I'm teaching today, and I taught yesterday. So it's a really busy weekend, and I'm going into the weekend, and I need to make sure I have all of these things together. So this morning I got up and I looked in the fridge and the freezer and I started like calculating, okay, what do I need to pull out? What do I need to prep this evening to have this weekend already done so I don't have to think about it? So all I have to do is pull it out and take it with me. And we all have different bodies and different needs. And when I get tired and when I get kind of sidetracked, I don't do my meal prep, and then I don't feel good and my body doesn't feel good and I'm not able to do the things I need to do. So I think today's a pretty powerful card pull. Like it's useful for everybody today. Take care of your body. Hold your body as a medicine bundle. Hold it sacred. Hold it divine within you, and honor your body. Take care of it. So today's daily devotional. My name is Red Moon Eagle. This is daily devotional. I do live daily devotionals Monday through Friday, most Monday through Fridays throughout the year. Every once in a while, there's one that's posted because I'm not available. And now we're kind of at the point where if anybody has any questions. So, does anybody have any questions about today's read? Does anybody have any comments? Tomorrow, I'm going to draw from a bucket. I have like 28 now oracle card names in a bucket. So I'm going to draw tomorrow too, and I'm going to order to have some new oracle cards to draw. Does anybody have any questions? I don't know if Dominica is still there. It looks like we had at one point 4 people on the call, but I know sometimes people click on it and then they come back and listen later, so which is fine. I did discover something interesting if you're interested. When I post that I'm going to go live in the morning, the chat box does open and you're able to add a question in there. Hello, Kat. Oh, I'm glad the alarm is working. Yay! Awesome. Yeah, so it'll let you add a comment before I go live. I don't know how far out, maybe like 10, 15 minutes or so. So if you want to add a question before I go live and you're not going to be on the call, you can do that. And I can, if you've got a question, I can maybe answer that during the call or during the live. I'm glad the alert is working. I was hoping that would solve some problems. I know Elizabeth has mentioned, she's another one of the participants in daily devotion. She has noted that sometimes it was really hard for her to get on in time. How can make yourself do things when you're exhausted, but it's good for you? Well, 2 things. I would recommend, because yesterday I had that experience, ironically, so it's a good question. So I'll tell you about my journey, just to see if it will help. So yesterday I had a full day. I taught school, and then I went on a hike, and I forgot my lunch. So I had only water, and I had no food with me, and so I didn't get home till 3:30, and I had some bone broth. So I warmed up some bone broth, and I got that in me. And by the time I drank the bone broth, I was shaking, like I was like really having some blood sugar. I had to get on another call at 4 o'clock. I didn't want to do it. I just wanted to go to bed. And then I also had uh, 2 things I had to do before bedtime yesterday. So I couldn't go to bed early. I was exhausted. I didn't want to do those 2 other things. I didn't want to do any of the 3 things. And so I drank some bone broth, so I got some protein in me. And then I did breath work. So I did breath work exercises. And my breath work exercises that I do for that is I do my vocalizations first. So la, na, da, ta. I do all of those. It doesn't take me 5 minutes to go through all of them. I breathe through it. And then I will ground using all of the energies of my body. I will go into each of the 9 positions, grounding into them. So I get my body in the middle of the living room and I do the positions. I breathe into them as I'm doing them. And I reach into that nexus field energy that's surrounding me. And I pull from earth energy. So it's like a grounding energy up in through my nexus in my energy field. And I basically talk to myself about why it's important that I fulfill the things that I don't want to do because I'm exhausted. And I ask for energy help. So if you note, I don't just pull energy from the earth. I get my body moving and I make sure that I have protein because when I'm really tired, when I'm exhausted, when I'm not fed, when I'm not well taken care of, I can't push through and do the things that I don't want to do because I'm exhausted, etc. Right? So uh, they're all basic things, I think. And then right before I sat down in front of my call at 4 o'clock, I made sure I had a warm cup of tea, not a stimulant, not a caffeine tea. I did a nourishing tea. So it was nettle, I think it was nettle, rose hips, elderberry, and peppermint, because peppermint is kind of reviving without being a stimulant. And I had that warm tea while I did my call. And so that kind of helped energetically and herbally give me nutrients and minerals and extra juju basically from the earth to help me power through till 8 o'clock. I mean, 8 o'clock came and I was done. Done. There was no pass and go. My husband was sitting on the couch next to me and he got up and I blearily looked at him with one eye and went, "Is it bedtime yet?" And he says, "Yes, it's bedtime." So I don't even remember my head hitting the pillow. I was so exhausted. So making yourself do something is, you do it through honoring yourself, I guess is what I'm trying to say. Back to the Materia Medica card. I think this is a really good card. Like, you honor the shark, right? The shark energy is you honor being authentic in knowing you need something to make yourself do things, right? But the Materia Medica is the reminder that you have to make sure your body's taken care of to be able to push through when you're exhausted. So making sure you're getting good sleep, charged water, eating good food. Um, I find that bone broth, when I get in at the place where I've kind of pushed my body a little too far, I drink a lot of bone broth. I have a lot of it in my freezer. um, Actually, I don't have a lot of it in my freezer anymore. I need to cook a couple more chickens and get some more bone broth frozen up. Um, Bone broth is a really good, rich protein drink, and you can make it really plain and then add things as you want. I know a young lady who she keeps bone broth in her freezer and adds powdered miso soup stuff to it when she wants to spice it up. So there's a lot of things you can do. I thought maybe of doing like a little course on basic self-care food things. I don't know. If somebody's interested in that, maybe I could do a video series on that. Does that answer your question, Kat? I know I kind of rambled, but I think I got the answer there. Okay. I think that does it for daily devotional. We're at 30 minutes, and that's a lot. You're very welcome, Kat. So I hope you all have a beautiful day, my friends. This is Daily Devotional with Red Moon Eagle. Tomorrow, I encourage all of you to join me. I will probably be on somewhere between 5 and 6 a.m. So just note it's going to be a little earlier tomorrow because I have the workshop starting tomorrow. And I am going to do the drawing on the oracle cards. And I'd love to have you join me here and bring your energy with you. Bring your best positive energy juju vibes so that we can do the drawing. We'll do it at the end of the daily devotional to let more people join. I'm going to plan for somewhere around 6 to 6:15. So um, I hope you all have a beautiful day. Have a blessed day, and I will see you tomorrow in prayer. Blessed be.